Hey, what's happening, good people? What's up, family? How you doing? Welcome back. My name is Jay Hollingshed. As you all know, this is my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. Today is consecutive episode number 290 of 365. And we're talking about goal setting today. Today is Wednesday, day 4 of the week, and we will be talking about pillar number 4, which is goal setting. Before we get into our goal setting lesson for today, I got to give my roll call and my shout out to everybody that's jumping right on time, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, wow. Everybody tuned in for class. We got my frat brother, L.A. Lenars Alexander. What's up, man? My baby, Jaleesa Hollingshed. What's up, baby girl? I love you. I appreciate you for tuning in. My big brother, AJ. What's up, man? I appreciate you and love you as well. It's a family affair. My wife, Lisa, my other daughter, Brianna. What's up? How y'all doing? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are watching this on repeat, I got love for you too. Why? Because you're showing love by watching this on repeat. So I got to reciprocate the love, and I want to do that even more through the message I'm going to give to you on goal setting tonight. So let's get right into it. Goal setting Wednesday. I'm not going to be long tonight. However, I do want to touch on one thing. When it comes to our goal reaching process, we must celebrate the small victories along the way. We have to celebrate the small victories along the way in our goal reaching process. I've said this before several times in my Wednesday speeches, but I got to bring it up again because I'm learning more and more as I study this goal setting thing. Okay. So why do we want to celebrate these small victories along the way? Why are we trying to do that? Or why is that so important that we do so? It is important because when we celebrate the small victories along the way or along the path of our goal reaching process, we are actually offsetting the negative balance that we create for ourselves every day when we're on that goal reaching process. So now you're probably thinking, Jay, you crazy. What is this negative balance we create? I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. What is the negative balance? The negative balance is when we put our mental energies toward our thoughts. What is that? That is when, put it this way, whenever we mess up or slip up or make a mistake, we are so quick to feel guilty about it. We're so quick to say, I did it again. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Now, it took about 2, maybe 3 seconds to say, oh my gosh, oh boy, I did it again. But how many times do we do that? Every single day. Every time we do that, it's like we're on a straight path towards our goal. Every time we just take 3 seconds to feel guilty, that's like stepping 1 degree off to the left or to the right of our goal. Now, if we do that 50, 60 times a day in a 24-hour period, of course, we're like 60 degrees off from our goal. So that's the negative balance I'm talking about. We have to offset that. Every time you throw out a negative, you got to come back with a positive. Okay? So when we do that, that's all we're doing, that taking a few seconds to say, I messed up again. And we'll always apologize and say, I'm sorry for this. Sorry about that. Sorry. No. If you are trying, you are making progress. Okay? So stop with the negative balance. What you want to do is put energies toward the positive instead of putting so much energies toward the negative. Now, every time we take those 3 seconds and celebrate the negative, think about this. How many times do we actually do that for the positive? Our small goals, the little things, every little thing. We're so quick to do it for the negative. Like, say we're on a diet and somebody, you're at work and there's an office party and that tray of potato chips, you got that salty craving going on. So that tray of potato chips is sitting there right there looking at you. You don't need the fried foods or the fried chips, but you go for it. You get a handful and you put it in a small little plate and you go back to your desk and you eat it. Next thing you know, later on, you feeling guilty like, I had a handful of potato chips. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that's one instance. We do it again Say that you're putting yourself on a schedule, okay? You want to get up at a certain time. You want to work out at a certain time. You are like time driven on this thing. And the first thing you do, you mess up the first thing you do is you mess up in the morning. You hit the snooze button. And so next thing you know, you're throwing off every single way, every single minute of the day because you're so focused on messing up from the snooze button. You're like, oh, I did it again. I started my whole day off and now my whole day is going to snowball. Well, if you keep focusing on that negative, then all of a sudden you will never be able to focus on, okay, I messed up. Yeah, so what? I got to make that up somewhere in my day to get back to the positive. You got to focus on the positive. So every time you do something good, every time you get up and you hit the snooze button, yes, that is a goal. I mean, every time you don't hit the snooze button, that is a goal worth celebrating. The alarm clock goes off. If you get up at 5 o'clock, your alarm clock goes off at 5. Boom, you get up, you jump out the bed and you stretch. Open your eyes and you start walking. You put your feet on the floor and you stand up. It's not even 5:01 yet, but you do that. When you do that, you have won the morning already. You get up winning. That is something to celebrate. We overlook our opportunities for small victories. Celebrate your small goals, okay? That helps you along your goal setting process. You get up in the morning, you don't hit snooze. That's something to celebrate. Every time you're working out, I don't care if you're doing however many reps you want to do. If you're doing push-ups and you do just one more push-up, not one more set, but just one more push-up. Instead of doing 10, you do 11. Celebrate it. I don't care how small it is. Celebrate that because every time you celebrate, you put mental energies toward the positive. When you put mental energies toward the positive, that gives you a sense of pride along your goal-setting journey, something for you to feel good about. Anytime you're traveling, mentally or physically, you want to feel good because when you feel good, you go a little bit further, okay? When you feel good about your accomplishments, feel good about yourself, that self-esteem, you got a little strength going, you got a little oomph going. And when you feel good, you're thinking about the goodness, you're thinking about the things you've accomplished. You're feeling good in your mind. The body follows the mind, okay? You're feeling good, you're acting good, you're going to do good. You're feeling positive, you're thinking positive, you're going to act positive. Every time you're working towards something positive, you celebrate it. I don't care how small the goal is. Celebrate your small goals, your small victories. We are surrounded by so much negativity that it is so easy for us to say, oh, I messed up again. I'm sorry. I messed up again. Stop saying I'm sorry. Every time you say you're sorry, you are inducing the negative and diminishing your own self-esteem. You're diminishing your own self-worth. When you do that, you push yourself 1 degree to the left or 1 degree to the right of your goal-reaching journey. You want to keep that straight path, okay? Stay on that. And every time you feel negative, you take that 3 seconds to say, oh, I messed up again. Whenever you do that, you are tearing yourself down. You are implying the negative. Every time you do that, think about this. That's an emotional weight you're putting on yourself. You're like, oh, emotional weight. Every time you're carrying weight, you move slow. Let that weight go. Let that emotional weight go. Put some and bring up the positive, something that you can put behind you to push forward. Or you can take that positivity and set it right behind you. That way, if it's behind you, supporting you, and that negativity hits you, it can push you, but it can't push you backwards. Why? Because you have all that positive celebration and goal-setting motivation or goal-reaching motivation behind you that you've already accomplished. You've already reached those goals. You've celebrated those small victories. So celebrate your small victories, okay? Offset the negative balance that you're creating. In fact, get a positive balance, okay? In that mental bank account, get it in the positive, not in the negative. If it's in the positive, it's just like having a regular bank account that's in the positive. You feel good about that, don't you? Heck yeah, you do. So put a positive, get a positive account of your positive energies. Pour something, keep your account positive in your mind, okay, about your goal journey reaching process. That's all that I have. Jay Hollenshed, 7 Pillars of Mental Performance. Be well, stay blessed. Through love, be a blessing and reach your goals.